Welcome back to the great unexplained debate. Now, we're actually asking the question, do we actually need mediums for paranormal investigations? Now, Geoff, what's your take on this?
Well, I'm looking at it from a viewer's point of view. You know, from our point of view, yeah, we've done it, and we know we can do it without a medium. It's fine, but I think the viewer needs that reassurance, because I think an awful lot of people do believe that what the mediums can do and produce.
But the big problem is you're opening something out to something that's not proven. That's almost like saying I'm bringing my own ghosts along.
Yeah, but that's like, you know, church. I mean, people go to church, but you can't prove that, you know, there's a God and all the rest of it.
No, precisely. But this is about paranormal programming now. You know, so we've done shows together. I've done a lot of stuff with Stuart Torrevell together with no mediums whatsoever, and I think we've got some of the best activity and certainly the best phenomena that there's been.
But you need someone to just be able to explain it.
Can I just say, in my experience, you get more phenomena with when, in my experience, let me start that again. If there's just two of you, like yourself and Stuart, and you've gone off, it's because, and you're getting a lot of activity, it's because both of you want there to be activity, and both of you believe in what you're doing. If you have a negative energy there, i.e., let's just say you have a fake medium with you, you're not going to get as much activity.
Which most
because,
of them are.
In your opinion.
No, which most of them are.
You put me off my track now, what I was saying.
If we have a fake medium.
Yeah, more things happen when there's two of you there. The energy is really good. When a medium comes along and he's not true or she's not true, the likelihood is you're going to get less phenomena, because I personally believe that the spirits or whatever are almost like, well, we don't want to interact. We don't want to talk with somebody that's not true. That's not. Why should we let someone be a part of that? And I really do believe that. And I think that if you have a negative entity or energy in a room where you're doing a séance, and I'm not saying Dr. Kieran O'Keefe is a negative energy at all, but he's somebody that doesn't necessarily believe in what we're doing, you'll have less paranormal activity with him when he's with you than when you're just on your own. Do you find that?
Yeah, but I think that because it's an entertainment for the programme, with a medium, they kind of build the story as well. I know that you've got your history and what is we've known what's happened there, but they kind of build it up and make a story, which then I think about what they've said, and then that's what makes me scared.
Yes,
you know?
I can see
an
that.
Entertainment kind of.
But you're all talking. All three of you are talking about making a television show for the people at home. I have never once made any show for people at home, for a viewer. I've never made it for that. All I've done is made paranormal investigations that have been shown to viewers at home.
We're still doing that.
No, you're not, because you're actually thinking, that's one of the premises you've got in your mind, is what about the viewer at home? They need to see a medium. You know, and what you end up is with the classic comedians who are, you know, grabbing their throat, attacking the crew, falling over, or taking over. And I think you can lose so much if you're doing a vigil, and you're doing a Ouija board, or you're doing a séance, and you've got someone who isn't proven, sitting there at a séance table saying, yeah, there's an Elizabeth with us. There's an Elizabeth with us. And you go, okay, Elizabeth, are you there?
No, is it?
There could be something else in that room that isn't Elizabeth that's going, well, they're not talking to me.
But you have to look at that the other way. What if you've got a medium that does know what he's talking about?
I don't know of any.
Well, let's assume we've got one. That would actually add to the show, wouldn't it? Because you can believe this person. If he's saying there's someone sitting over there, and that's, you know, and you believe him.
But you're asking a great deal to believe something that's not proven. If he can show me that, and if, you know, he says, you know, King Henry VIII is standing here, and this cup, this very expensive glass cup that looks like plastic that we've got, if that suddenly starts moving, unaided, I'll believe everything he says. Yeah. But I can guarantee I can stick that there and say, well, ask King Henry VIII to move that for me, please, and he won't. So why should I believe that he is there for this one person to potentially sabotage a whole investigation? So, and that's the problem you've got with having mediums.
So why do you have a medium in the show then?
That's my question to you guys.
I don't know.
I would put, you know,
I would have one. But it's your show, so surely you're the people that can say, well, we're not having mediums.
Oh, we're not talking about our show. You're just talking about shows in
Shows
general.
in general.
Yeah.
But you have mediums on your show.
Any show that I have been completely in control of, I don't have mediums in.
There's only one show that I use a medium on.
I mean, if you look, we don't have. I mean, I've got to say, as I've said before, that there are a couple of psychics that we've used that I'm not going to jump up and down and say they're definitely talking to the dead, they're definitely psychic. But you know, I can name the people I'm impressed with. Chris Conway, I'm very impressed with Chris Conway, and I actually do trust him. We've got Brian Shepherd, who I think is superb. But I trust Brian on some of the stuff I've seen, and certainly some of the stuff he said to Yvette. And also, you know, Billy Roberts, who is quite happy to stand up and say, "Test me." You know, he's been on stage live.
Is that because they wouldn't actually, those people you mentioned, wouldn't actually say to you, Henry VIII is standing there?
No, but there's also those people. I still don't think you should have even one of those people on every single investigation you do, because just in case they're wrong, they're reading something wrong, and you are around a table and you can be getting some great stuff, door slamming. We've all had it, haven't we?
Yeah.
Where things are happening around a table and you're thinking, right, brilliant. Then all of a sudden, when you're getting right into it, old monkey nuts over at the other end, who's got his pretend spirit guide, says, Golden Tomahawk is telling me that Elizabeth has entered the room, and it goes bang, it's gone, because our energy's all gone because of what one person said.
Yeah.
I verge on the, you know, with what you're saying. I lean over to what you're saying. I do. I really, really do. And I think with what we've done and the amount of mediums and clairvoyance and that we've actually met over the years, I have to say, like Karl, I've only ever really been impressed with 2 of them, and we've been in contact with hundreds of them. I mean, many. And what I get cross about with mediums is the fact that there are hundreds, throughout the world, millions of them out there who, you know, do these theatre shows, and they get these poor people to, you know, 20 quid a ticket or whatever, and they're coming out with absolute crap. And these poor people are believing them. That's wrong. That's so bad.
Is it shows like us, like, you know, for argument's sake, shows like Most Haunted, shows like the other shows that use mediums, that gives them a platform. That gives them this. I mean, don't forget, we've had it in other shows that we've done where, you know, where medium's been involved. As soon as you make the phone call to say, "Would you like to come on board?" you go on their website. Within 10, 15 minutes or an hour, it's plastered all over it, and you can guarantee their ticket prices have gone up. I mean, you know, and this is the point with investigations. I also think if you have a psychic there, even if you trust them, if there's someone that you trust explicitly, you tend to lean on them too much. You tend to ask them what they're doing. What are you seeing? Well, I still do it. You know, there's been investigations where we've had psychics there, that when stuff's happened, it's gone cold, or I'm feeling scared, I'll turn and say, "What's here with us?" And it's almost like a life buoy. It's almost like I'm trying to grab out and say, "Tell me it's nothing nasty," rather than be in there on my own or with somebody else, thinking, right, what actually is in here? Where's this going to go?
It's weird, don't you think? From, like you said, from Victorian times where they're using mediums, it's all been entertainment with anything to do with mediumship or anything. So, Karl, when you said, which is kind of niggling me, you said before about a medium, something about the entertainment. I do every investigation I do is an entertainment. Well, no, when I go out, I don't think about the viewer. I just go in and do, you know, I do the show, asking out, but.
Okay, let me just interrupt. I'm going to ask that because obviously I'm getting told off by you now, but we have to go in for another break. And I'll answer that as soon as we get back. Please join us in a couple of minutes.